And now it is my honor to introduce Sylvia Earle. Dr. Earle is an American marine biologist, explorer, author, and she has been a National Geographic Explorer in Residence since 1998. Earle was the first female chief scientist of the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, and was named by Time magazine as its first Hero for the Planet in 1998. She is also part of the group Ocean Elders, which is dedicated to protecting the ocean and its wildlife. She is an ocean conservation scientist and president and chairman of Mission Blue. Dr. Earle is the first woman to become chief scientist for NOAA, author of more than 200 publications and leader of more than 100 ocean expeditions with well over 7,000 hours underwater. She holds a doctorate degree from Duke University, plus 27 honorary doctorates. Among her distinctions and honors is that she is the only person here today referred to as her Deepness. Dr. Earle?
I am really honored to have an opportunity to address you, the class of 2020, and all the rest of you who are tuning in to this virtual celebration of a special event. This is a moment in time, not just for you, the class of 2020, launching on whatever comes next, but this, as never before, is a turning point, not just because we have a pandemic that is sweeping the world, creating an awareness that we're all connected, all vulnerable in ways that maybe we have been vulnerable, we just weren't aware of it. But now we've got this wake-up call. If you could choose a time in all of history to be around, to be a graduating class with a world, your future, clearly ahead of you, the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, what time in history would you choose? Would it have been 500 years ago when the first circumnavigation of the world took place? Would it have been 50 years ago when the first circumnavigation of the moon took place? Would it be 50 years in the future? Not now, but maybe at a future time? Well, if I were you, I would choose right now. Why now, when the world is electrified about a problem that we now have to face that we didn't perhaps know we had to look at the health of humankind, vulnerable to viruses that could sweep the planet overnight? Suddenly, we're united with concern. Well, actually, I might choose right now because we are armed as never before with knowledge that did not and could not exist before right about now. 50 years ago, think of what we did not know, let alone 500 years ago, when we were still struggling with a concept that is Earth the center of the universe. Well, now we know we're not. Now we know that we are a part of this vast universe. We have the capacity that our predecessors not only did not, but could not have, that you have, armed with knowledge from an institution that is among the best in the world to prepare you for the future. So, we have a chance, you have a chance, not only in the next 10 years, but for the rest of your life, to make a difference for the future of humankind in ways that our predecessors could not. I think you are among the luckiest graduating classes ever to happen, because now we know what we could not know before. And at this moment in time, you're prepared as those in the past never could be prepared. And when you think about, okay, you'd rather be around 50 years from now, well, you would lose the opportunity that civilization has never had before to get it right. Climate scientists say we have about 10 years. 10 years, this is your time. I've said for a long time that the next 10 years will be the most important in the history of humankind. And I've said that, and then another 10 years goes by, and I say it again, the next 10 years. Well, it just gets harder because the world is changing in ways that threaten the future of humankind. It's not just about climate. It's not just about the economy. It's not just about pandemics. It's about all of these things. It's about understanding that humans, we have to respect the natural systems, the natural laws of nature within which we must find a place. You are so fortunate to be around when, as never before, we are armed with a superpower of knowing whatever you do with your future, whether it's in medicine, in law, in science, in whatever it is, we have this expanded awareness of who we are, where we've come from, where we might be going within the framework of the natural world. So I look at you as hope for the world. You, the class of 2020, is never before an opportunity to make a difference, an enduring difference on the future, not just your future, the future of civilization. What could be a more exciting challenge than that? To use your personal capacity, what you know, you as an individual, that no one else has what you have as an individual, armed with access to knowledge as never before, a connection to the rest of the world as never before. And as never again, the best chance we'll ever have to make a mark, to make a difference, not just for you, but for the future of all that humans care about. So congratulations for being around at just the right time. Class of 2020, go for it. Can't wait to see what you're going to do with the next 10 years and with the rest of your life. Onward, onward into the future. Go for it.